What's going on with your YouTube? You know the deal. You care to partake in more live chat content with us, then all you got to do is subscribe to my YouTube channel. Click the bell icon so you can get notifications right off the jump. Uh, yeah, let's go, bro. Let's go, man. Start all these jumps up. Yeah, let's make sure everything's straight, man. One of the more serious, one of the more serious live chats that we'll ever do. You know what I mean? I'm not saying this will be the only one, but definitely one of the most serious. You feel me? Mo, what's good with you, bro? I got your message too. Let me check the books, and we'll definitely try to make that work for you. You know what I mean? I can guarantee two of them, but you know, the week it's already beginning to look like a hectic week based off of everything that's going on right now. So we can definitely guarantee that too. But as for the four, let's see what we can work in. I'll check the schedule for you. What's good with you guys, man? Jay, what's good with you, man? Marlon, what's good with you? Deshaun, what's good with you? Lundell, what's good with you, man? Mo, what's good with you? KJ, what's good with you guys, man? Hey, man, let's get to it, bro. Let's get to it. Like, this live chat is so very. This one is gonna be like bittersweet, so to speak. And I'm gonna tell you why. I've already known a few things out the gate. You know what I mean? I've been doing this for 16 plus years now. Make sure you share this video too. You know what I mean? Anybody who's claiming to be an artist or claiming that they want their situation to change with their music career, anybody who wants that needs to be here. You know what I mean? Anybody who's claiming that that's what they want out of their careers or out of their lives, they need to be here and they need to be hearing this. So make sure you share this video. And you know, let's get as many artists in here as we can, because serious topic. You know what I mean? Don't be fooled out here, bro. Do not be fooled out here, man. You know what I mean? You kind of understand where I'm going with this, because it's not like we haven't discussed these kind of things before, but it's to another point. It's to the point where my worst fears are coming to fruition for the independent community. And not all of them, because let's be honest, there are artists who are getting fame all over the world. You know what I mean? There are artists who are going viral, and there are artists who are getting famous, rising to the mainstream level and doing their thing all over the world. There are. So I can't say that the entire community of independent artists are going to be assed out. But speaking for you guys and for the independent artists that I see that are starting from square one, you know what I mean? The way that I see it right now, I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. I'm going to be completely honest with you guys, and I'm going to tell you exactly why I think that. You know what I mean? What's good with you guys, man? Everybody share this video, man. Let's get a nice audience in here. You know what I mean? Especially the artists who really want to take their careers to the next level. We do these live chats in order to empower you guys and get you to take your music career more serious than you knew how before you started, before you joined the community, right? We do this to get you to the next level, to elevate you, to motivate you, to, you know what I mean? To do what you need to do in order to get there. Get paid for your shows, get paid for your streams, get paid for your merchandise, all of these things. But no matter how many times I go live, or no matter what I see for you guys, no matter what I want you to accomplish, you want to know the truth about it, I'm going to tell you the truth about it, and it's going to hurt you. I know that majority of you guys aren't going to make it. You know what I mean? Majority of you guys aren't going to make it. And you know, you want me to tell you why? You want me to tell you why? Because you're being fooled. You know what I mean? And I don't believe in destiny written in stone. So with that being said, how you choose to handle yourself after these words of mine will determine how far you go in this industry. But as of now, before me saying what I got to say, most of you are not going to make it. And I'm going to tell you why. You being fooled out here, bro. You being fooled out here. You see what you see on the internet. You see what you see from your favorite artist, from the artist that's making it or doing what they're doing, eating, and you believe that that's all there really is to it. You know what I mean? You believe that that's all there really is to it. All I got to do is get in the studio. You know what I mean? All I got to do is drop a mixtape. All I got to do is do a video. All I got to do is this and that. Everything that's not going to bring you anything. You know what I mean? That's what the majority of people are doing. And because of that, and not just you guys, I've seen this play out so many times in my mind before and was unable to do anything about it. You know what I mean? Only difference. That was the only difference. The past 16 years that I've been doing this, there's always been the artist that was up next or the artist that felt like they had a good shot, a decent shot, and maybe they did. Maybe they were talented enough. Maybe they had the right kind of music or at least one single, but they never made it. And you know why? Everybody was fooled. You know what I mean? Everybody was fooled. You were fooled by what you see on these televisions. You were fooled by what these record labels are telling these artists to tell you. You were fooled by what these signed artists are showing and portraying in their videos, in their lives. You're fooled. You know what I mean? You're fooled. I feel like here's what I feel. Here's what I feel about society. You know what I mean? Not just society, but here's what I feel about the music industry and independent music, period. There's a road that's leading to a brick wall. And if majority of people are just going straight into that road, and when they finally crash, only thing that they'll ask is, what did I do wrong? You feel what I'm saying? That's how I feel about society, and not only society, but the music industry, period, for independent artists, even signed artists. I feel like there's a straight road headed towards a brick wall. And when you finally hit that brick wall, you still gonna ask, what did I do wrong? You feel what I'm saying? So with that being said, bro, I do not believe in destiny written in stone. You got to approach things so much differently if you expect to see any kind of change in your careers, bro. You know what I mean? If you were to figure out that there were independent, signed artists out here who weren't eating like you thought they were, or who weren't as stable as they portray to you in their videos, as they portray to you in everything that they're doing online, if you were to figure that out, how would you feel? Matter of fact, let's get you guys involved. Excuse me. Name your favorite artist. Name your favorite artist. You know what I mean? Dante Parrish says, I need some beats. No doubt. Holla at me, man. I got my I can give you my website link if you like. You know what I mean? We got I have fees on them, of course, but we have a buy one get one free going on, so you can definitely get you a nice package going, and you know what I mean, provide some value to your listeners. You know, high quality production. Name your favorite artist. Name your favorite artist, and let me paint the picture for you guys right now. You know what I mean? Black Zach. Okay. No, just favorite artist. Period. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be local. But let's go to a mainstream level or a underground mainstream level, just for the sake of what we're doing here. Some of you guys are naming like some artists who I know the game though. You know what I mean? That's the funny thing. And I want somebody to name some of the artists that I'm not saying that their careers aren't doing well, but I'm gonna paint a picture for you. I'm gonna paint a picture for you. All right. Now, besides Tech Nine, because we all know Tech Nine is just like a tycoon at what he's doing. You know what I mean? Like, it's funny. I went to his website the other day and I checked out what he was doing, and it's like so similar to what I'm preaching and what I've been implementing in certain artists' careers at this point in my career. It's crazy. You would think that we had a conversation because it's all of the same stuff. You feel me? So let me ask you this. How would you feel if you figured out, hypothetically speaking, I'm not speaking on any of these guys in a disrespectful way about what their career is doing. I don't know. But hypothetically speaking, How would you feel if you were to find out the NBA YoungBoy just wasn't really eating like that, despite what you saw? You know what I mean? Despite what you saw, and despite what you thought about that career, because you seen the cars, you seen the clothes, you seen the fans go crazy, you seen all of this stuff. How would you feel if you found out 21 Savage wasn't eating like that, or Gates wasn't eating like that, Polo G wasn't eating like that, Tamar Braxton? How would you feel if you figured out that they really weren't eating like that, and all that you ever did in your career was follow what they were doing? How would you feel if you figured out your favorite artist wasn't eating, wasn't really successful financially, and all you ever did was follow their footsteps? All you ever did was copy what they did on their lives. All you ever did was copy their videos, copy their style, copy their flows, their cadence, all of that. How would you feel? Because let's be honest, you know what I mean? Let's be honest. Everybody has a hero, or everybody has heroes, people who they look up to, you know what I mean? People who they feel like, if I do it like them, I'll be good. You know what I mean? If I do it like them, I'll be good. I don't have to learn any business. All I have to do is copy what they're doing, and I should be okay. I should start getting a million views. I should start doing, you know what I mean? How would you feel if you were to look at their contract and realize that they ain't even getting a fraction of the money that they're owed? How would you feel if you were to find out that they're not getting paid as much for shows as you thought? It's so crazy, man. It's so crazy. And that'll be the main reason why most of you guys won't make it. You know what I mean? It'll be the main reason why most of you guys don't make it. Never believe anything that you see on the surface. Never believe anything that you see on the surface. And if you're not getting compensated for for your accomplishments, you haven't done anything yet. You know what I mean? So let's bring it in. Let's bring it into perspective, not only from your mainstream favorite rapper, but let's bring it into a independent perspective from you guys. You know what I mean? I see the biggest issue with most of you is that you'll take views over getting paid any day. You know what I mean? You'll take views over getting paid any day. Somebody can show you that they can get you 1,000, 10,000 views, but you're not making a dime. You know what I mean? Someone to show you that they can give you views all day. You can't pay your bills with views. You know what I mean? You can't invest back into your music career with views. You can't do anything with views. You get the views and you feel like that's all you got to do. You know what I mean? You get the views and you feel like that's all you got to do. Views don't mean a thing out here. People agree with materialistic. They agree with perspectives, bro. Not even materialistic, because let's be honest. You got to get paid out here. You know what I mean? You have to get paid out here. As an artist, ain't nobody going to pay your bills. Ain't nobody going to handle your business. Ain't nobody going to do what you do for you better than you do. You know what I mean? So in the midst of you looking up to your favorite artists, and not even the artists that are successful, and not understanding what's going on under the hood, you know what I mean? All of the stuff that you see on the top end, don't worry about that. Don't worry about shooting your video and, you know what I mean? Don't worry about trying to get your single on the radio. It's a reason for those things, and you haven't gotten to that point yet. You feel me? It's a reason for radio. It's a reason for videos. It's a reason for views, and you haven't gotten to that point yet. You feel me? So with that being said, we need to shift our focuses. We need to shift our focus, and we need to really understand what we need to be focusing on right now in our careers. You feel what I'm saying? It's no reason to chase 100,000 views if they didn't come from 100,000 different people, or if they didn't come from 20,000 people who know you. Views mean nothing if they only coming from 200. I don't even say that. 200 is good, but views don't mean anything if they're only coming from a handful of people that are watching it over and over again. You feel me? That's that local stuff, bro. You know what I mean? It's if you happen to get a viral video, but still nobody can tell who you are outside of your area, your quality of your views are down. Your quality of your views are very low, and it means nothing. Views meant nothing to begin with in the first place. Let me ask you this: Would you take somebody, one person? No, let's up the ante a little bit. Would you rather have 10 people who are faithful to your music, buy every piece of merchandise that you put out, and stream all of your music on a daily? Would you rather have 10 of those, or would you rather have a 10,000 views from people who don't know who you are, who don't care to learn about who you are? They just like your song, or they just streamed your song once. Honestly, the quality of the view may not even be up to par. They may have landed on the page, but they may not have even listened to the entire song. You feel what I'm saying? What would you rather have? Would you rather have 10 people who are faithful to your brand, purchase your products, invest in your products, invest in what you're doing, or would you rather have 10,000 views from random people who you can't even get back in contact with? You gotta shift your focus out here, man. Regardless of what you see everybody else doing, it's deeper than that. It's deeper than that. And the only way for you to break these chains is for you to educate yourself, man. You got to educate yourself. All of this information that I'm spitting to you, I've learned through trial and error. I've learned through trials and tribulations, blood, sweat, and tears. I've had situations happen to me. I've had my beats stolen. I've had contracts put in my face that were trash. I've had all of this happen. But I'm telling you guys, it's available on the internet. You don't have to shoot yourself in the foot. You don't have to go through the blood, sweat, and tears that I went through. You can come and get the information here. But beyond that, it's going to take for you to do independent research. What am I always telling you guys? Independent research will be it's the difference between you making 6 figures with your music every year or you not making a dime. You know what I mean? Don't be fooled. Don't be fooled. Can you believe that there are artists out here with hundreds of thousands of views but haven't made a dime for their music yet? They haven't even begun to receive any of their mechanical royalties. Feel what I'm saying? It's artists out here right now. It's artists out here right now who don't even have a YouTube page. Don't be fooled, bro. Don't be fooled by that. Don't be fooled by none of this stuff, yo. Don't be fooled by none of this stuff until you can tangibly see what's going on under the hood. Once you learn how to read what's going on under the hood, this industry won't frighten you as much as it does now. Because let's be honest, press 1 if the industry frightens you at this point. And I don't mean afraid of the people, but and let's be honest here. Press 1 if you're frightened by the industry in the capacity that you may not have what it takes. You don't know enough. You don't know how to get your career from point A to point B. You don't know what steps you need to take. You feel like you're not going to get anywhere anytime soon with this. Press 1 and be honest about it. You know what I mean? Be honest about it. If you do, it's only because you're being fooled. You know what I mean? I appreciate all the honesty for everybody who does press 1, because I know it ain't easy. I know it ain't easy. You know what I mean? I know it's not easy. I know your music career is the hardest thing that you've ever encountered in your life. You feel me? I know your music career is the hardest thing that you've ever tried to work on. If you ask somebody, what's the hardest thing that you've ever done? You know what I mean? What's the hardest thing that you've ever done in your life? For anybody who's doing music, you can attest that your music career is the hardest thing, the hardest endeavor in your life at this moment. You know what I mean? Getting somebody's number, a successful marriage, having some money in the bank, all of that stuff is easy compared to what you're doing right now with your music. You know why? Because you have no clue of where to start. You feel me? You have no clue of where to start. But with everything else, we'll get a job to go get the money. You know what I mean? We'll shoot our shot with any woman or with any man. We'll do that. We'll try to we'll scrape something up when it comes to real life circumstance. But when it comes to our music career, we choose not to learn, but we still pursue it. It makes no sense. We don't learn anything about our music career, but we still try to pursue it wholeheartedly. And you know why that is? It's because we're hoping that the amount of views that we have on our videos, or how hard our song is, we're hoping that somebody else will come along and say, hey, this is a dope artist. Let's sign him. You know what I mean? Let's sign him and let's get him to the point of superstardom. Bro, even if you were to get that to happen, if these mainstream artists weren't so subconscious about telling the truth that they don't have anything, I'm not saying this for all of them, but you never know. Let's say, hypothetically speaking, there may be artists out there who have no money in the bank, but are too ashamed to tell the world that, because right now they got you guys believing that everything is all sweet. They got you believing that everything is all good. You know what I mean? They got you believing that all you got to do is keep on putting out music until you blow up somehow. They got you believing that you want what they have. You know what I mean? They have you believing that you want what they have. There may be some mainstream artists out here right now that if you were to meet them in person, behind closed doors, they'll tell you, you doing better than me right now, bro. You know what I mean? You doing better than me right now. You feel me? What? Oh, you make X amount of dollars at your job every week. I barely make that. I stay in $1,000 hotels, but I got bills coming in that I can't even pay. You feel me? Don't be fooled out here, man. Don't believe the hype. Don't believe the hype. The most important thing that you'll do for yourself and your career, not only your career, but for yourself, is learn to see through deception. Is learn to not believe the hype. You know what I mean? It's learn to not believe the hype. It's to the point now I can look at a situation and I can tell off rip. I can tell off rip if it's something that I want to deal with or not, or how much time I need to invest into it. I can look off rip. You know what I mean? You can tell when a situation is solid and when it's not. And more times than not, situations aren't very solid, bro. They just aren't very solid. You have to develop that eye so you can tell when not only other situations, but your own personal situation. If your own personal situation ain't up to par, you feel me? You can't lie to yourself. You can't lie to yourself. There are people out here lying to themselves. You know what I mean? You dropping all this music, you putting all these videos out, you spending all this money here and there. You lying to yourself because it's not working, bro. It's not working. If you want to be the artist that's 20 years in the game or 10 years in the game, from 10 years from now, still doing the same stuff with little to no result. Funny thing is, if you happen to get a viral video, every video that comes after that is going to be lower. You know what I mean? Every video that comes after that is going to be lower if you keep on approaching it the way that you do. You know what I mean? If you keep on approaching it the way that you do, every video that you drop after your viral video is going to be lower and your buzz is going to die down. You didn't make any fans. You feel me? It's so much. And by the way, don't let me talk you guys to death. If you got questions that you want to ask, if you want to ask any questions pertaining to your career, ask your questions. You know what I mean? Make sure you ask your questions because life is too short for us to go any further without knowing the things that we need to know. And your careers could be even shorter than that. You know what I mean? Your careers could be even shorter than that if all you had to do was ask a question and get the answer. You know what I mean? There's no need. From this point on, throw out everything that you thought you knew. Factual. A lot of business. It's a lot of business behind it, bro. It's a lot of business behind this. You know what I mean? It's a lot of business. What have I said before? It's only 10%. 10% of this is rapping. You know what I mean? 10% of this is rapping. 10% is looking, you know what I mean? Having a rapper image. It's only 10%. It's only 10%. Have you guys ever wondered why an artist like Tech-9 can make more money than mainstream artists? You feel me? You ever wonder why, if the mainstream is so important to you guys, have you ever wondered why artists like Tech-9 can be on Forbes before your favorite artist? Before your favorite artist even gets known like that? You ever wonder why artists like Tech-9, who is nowhere on the map of the media, can still be banking more than your favorite artist right now or your favorite rapper? It ain't what it seemed, bro. It ain't what it seemed. This industry, as you know it, is not what it seemed. It just ain't like that. It ain't like that. And I would hate for you guys to go through your entire careers without knowing this information or without knowing what you need to do and end up quitting. You know what I mean? And end up quitting. I'm going to keep on saying this because I say it proudly. I've been doing this for 16 plus years, yo. I've been doing this for 16 plus years. I done seen the best of them come and I done seen the best of them go. You know what I mean? Even artists that I wasn't directly involved with, I've seen their early promotion campaigns, and I've seen some of them do well. And I've seen some artists rise to mainstream, and I've also seen others almost get there, but still not close. Almost get there basically without a plan and still not be close. I've seen it all. You know what I mean? The question is, what side do you want to be on? You want to be out here capping about what you're really doing with your music, or you really want to be making it with your music? You know what I mean? You want to be out here capping about what you're doing with your music? You want to be one of the artists that has to change your image up and appeal to the masses just for you to say that you're not making any money with your music? What's good, bro? Dream Greedy Entertainment, what's good with you, man? Full Clip Savage, what's good with you? Much love to you guys over on YouTube, man. Much love to you guys, yo. Appreciate the info. Most definitely watching all the independent people like Master P. You feel what I'm saying? And they mention the same thing as you, don't son. Be independent and materialistic. It doesn't matter, man. You know what I mean? It just doesn't matter, man. Like all the views, whatever you want to call it, bro. You can tell the difference between an artist that's really eating with this music thing. You can tell the difference between those artists and the artists who love popularity. You know what I mean? It's a difference between being a popular artist and a successful artist. Just because you popular don't mean you have anything. It doesn't mean that you have anything just because you're popular. We got to separate these two. You know what I mean? For the longest now, I never understand it. You guys have seen the best of them come and go. I know this for a fact. I know that you guys have seen the best of them come and go. You've seen artists that you looked up to in the limelight, and you've seen them gone in a few years. You've seen that. You've seen it. So my question is, why would you walk into that same trap? Why would you walk into that same trap? Why would you walk into the same trap as the artist that you looked up to? You've seen this guy with all the people at his feet on their knees, ready to support him or ready to do whatever, and you seen them gone in the next few years. And they're not gone because they're under the radar. They gone because their career is over with. They gone because their career is over with. They didn't have a choice in the matter. So instead of saying, how do I avoid this? Why would you walk right into that? You know what I mean? Why wouldn't you do more research on the music industry, trying to figure out how the artists who are staying afloat, how are they doing it? How are these artists staying afloat? How are these artists able to continue making their music or continue providing music to people after their run is over with? You have passion for it. Don't stop no matter what. Well, Junior, here's the thing about it, bro. Those are the artists who, once you get to the point where you've made a lot of money from your music, I'm gonna just be honest with you. From my perspective and what I've seen, even if you come in passionate about it, once your passion becomes your paycheck, you know what I mean? You get where I'm going with this. Once your passion becomes your paycheck, it automatically turns you off when your paycheck isn't producing as much anymore, or when your passion isn't producing. You feel me? So here's where these artists mess up. They try to thrive off a buzz alone. You know what I mean? A buzz can last you about a year or two. You know what I mean? A solid buzz can last about a year ago. I say a year ago, about a year or two. And once your buzz is up with, you done. You know what I mean? You done. You don't have any core fan base. You don't have any people who are a part of your cult following, you're done because your buzz is over with. You know what I mean? And that makes them stop doing music completely because it's harder to get your buzz back. It's like a drug, yo. It's like a drug. You know what I mean? When you get a buzz, you start getting an elevated sense of yourself as an artist because it feels good. It feels good for people to know about you. It feels good for people to love your music or that one single that you drop. It feels good for people to know you when you're walking down the street because you buzzing. You buzzing. But once that buzz dies down, you trying to find it again so desperately. You know what I mean? You putting out all kinds of music that people don't want to hear. You end up just quitting altogether. You go cold turkey because you like, I just can't get the buzz back. You know what I mean? I can't get the buzz back. It's almost safe to say that. Start my camera back. It's almost safe to say that just like your first high, you just can't get that same buzz again. You know what I mean? It's almost safe to say that you just can't get that same buzz again if you let your buzz die down the first time around. Or once it does die down, let's be honest, buzzes die, yo. You know what I mean? Buzzes do die. And after the buzz dies, what you have left will determine how pleasant your music career will be. What do they say? It only takes 1,000 true live wonderfully off of your music. Only 1,000. When you get a buzz, that's the time that you're supposed to be developing that fan base. You feel me? Once you get a buzz, that's prime time for you to develop your core fan base. But if I didn't have to say that here today, if somebody was to catch a buzz out of this room or out of this live chat, you would let it pass you on by. You would let it pass you on by. I'm done working solo. I'm building a solid crew for us to push each other and help each other. Solo ain't cutting it no more. Well, I mean, I beg to differ, bro. I understand what you're saying, but when you say solid crew, you mean a crew of artists or you mean a crew of individuals with specialized knowledge that can help you, the artist, get to where you're trying to be? You know what I mean? A group of artists is nothing but that, a group of artists. You know what I mean? And it's probably even worse than being by yourself because now you got people trying to compete with you at the same time that you're supposed to be helping each other. So be careful about building that team or that crew that you speak of. You know what I mean? I'm only speaking from what I've seen personally, bro. You know what I mean? If you're building a team, make sure that the rest of your team doesn't mind playing the background while you be the forefront. Because as the artist, that's what you are. You're supposed to be the forefront, but you don't want everybody trying to be the man. Everybody trying to be the rapper. Everybody, even the video man, want to be the. You don't want that. You know what I mean? You don't want that. So make sure that your team is very solid and everybody can do their job well and is happy with it. You know what I mean? That's my best advice for that when it comes to crews. You know what I mean? Or teams. What's the best way to get people turned on to your music? The best way to get people turned on to your music. If I had to answer that, I would say is to first and foremost, you know what I mean? And I don't want to sound contradictory because this stuff is still important. Make great music. Make unbelievably great music. You know what I mean? By now, I know all of you guys know what great music sounds like. You know what good music sounds like. You should know what quality recording sounds like. You should know what a good mix sounds like. You should know what mastering sounds like. You know what I mean? So if your music sounds great, people are going to listen. You know what I mean? People are definitely going to listen. But once they listen, you got to give them certain call to action so that they don't only listen one time, but they'll listen over and over and over again. So your music is the magnet. Your music is like a magnet. And depending on the quality of your music, if it's not strong enough, you're not going to pull anybody in. You feel me? Which is why I'm always telling you guys, stop recording in studios that don't have that quality. Always record in a quality studio because then you can get it mixed and mastered and you can have a dope song on your hands. But how many of you guys have heard any songs in the last I don't know. Have you ever heard a bad quality song on the radio? You know what I mean? I haven't heard it yet. I haven't. They don't even play it. They don't even play low quality songs on the radio. They can't do that. How do we maintain the interest? You guys asking the right questions now. You asking the right questions now. You know what I mean? Let's ponder that for a minute. Let us ponder that for a minute. Because we getting into some stuff that people pay me for now. I may not tell you up front from this point on, but I'm gonna definitely guide you in the right direction to where you can do independent research. Boom. Let's start off where everybody else fails. Where does everybody else fails? You know what I mean? Where does everybody else fail? They drop music, or first of all, they go to any studio, or they go to their smartphone and they record the song. That's where they're messing up at already. You know what I mean? It sounds like garbage. It's just not going to work. It's not going to work. You know what I mean? It's like potency. It's not potent enough. It's spread out too thin. It's not enough. It's not enough resource. You feel me? So they start off wrong with their quality already. Boom. So how do we fix that? Go to a quality studio. Make sure that you don't rush your song. Record your song properly. Whether you got to punch in, whether you got to comp the tracks, whatever it takes to get that song recorded properly. Buy your beat so you can get the quality version of the beat. You feel me? So you already winning over everybody and you get it mixed and mastered properly. Your music already sounds better than 80% of the artists out here, probably 90. You feel me? So once we get past that, even if you do have that song properly recorded and finalized, they just put it out, right? They just put it out. What happens when they put it out? People actually start liking the song, to be honest with you, because it sounds amazing. You know what I mean? It sounds amazing. I've had many artists drop music out of this studio and they end up getting viral songs, or they end up getting great response from their music. You feel me? But and let me throw that in too. They also go get the video done and everything. They get the video recorded. They you know what I mean? They do all of that. They rush and do all of that. So boom, you got the video out. You got the people loving your music. Yeah, definitely. You know what I mean? Let's say that too. They get a quality video done and they put the song out and people are loving it. But guess what? The way social media works, you got people attention right now when they watching the video, but as soon as they scroll up or swipe up, they forget about you. They forget about you. Let me ask you this. Is social media any place to house a career? No. Let's go deeper. Is social media any place for you to house your music catalog? Like I told you, I told you I'm not going to tell you up front exactly what's going on right here, but I'm going to break it down for you so you can find it yourself. You know what I mean? Because I really have people paying me for this kind of stuff, so I can't forsake their investments in me, which allow me to do these live chats. You know what I mean? So I can lead you in the right direction. I can lead you to the pond, but you got to drink yourself. You know what I mean? Is social media any place for any artist to house or home their music catalog? I say that, and everybody's saying no, that's true. But yet you have people who don't even have music on any other platform but social media platforms. You feel me? So with that being said, their music catalog is all over the place. You know what I mean? You can't even find their entire project. You can't even find that song that you like from them that you heard last month. You know what I mean? You can't find it because boom, the timeline refreshes and you lose the video. Oh shit. Now I can't find the song again. But guess what? I'm not worried about it because another viral video just popped up on my timeline and I'm going to look at that instead. I'm going to forget about the music because music has a high quality, but it also has a low attention span when it comes to the people. We're not going to care if we miss out on the next big artist. We're not going to care if we miss out on your video. We're not going to care if you didn't catch our attention or give us a call to action. You didn't give us a call to action in order to like your page maybe or become a part of your brand. We didn't get a chance to give you our information. We didn't let you do anything. We don't care. You know what I mean? We don't care. I mean, that's the truth for everybody. That's the truth for producers too. You feel me? It's the truth for producers, anybody in the music industry. Nobody's looking for the next big thing, bro. Nobody's looking for the next big producer. Nobody's looking for the next big rapper. Nobody's looking for the next big anything. So while you have their attention, you need to get something. While you have that person's attention for the very first time when they watch your video, you need to get something, because guess what? They might not be coming back. You know what I mean? They may not be coming back. They're not going to come back to look at your video again. They're not going to come back in and ask, oh, how can I get it? You know what I mean? You know why? Because the chances of them seeing your video again anyway, out of all of this madness that's going on Facebook timelines, or all of this madness that's going on Twitter, especially Twitter. Have you guys seen that place lately? Twitter is an X-rated store, bro. You know what I mean? A mom and pop, a brick and mortar X-rated store. Twitter is crazy. So you definitely not gonna get those people back on Twitter. They looking at other stuff. They looking at other things. You know what I mean? Instagram, you can't even play your whole song on Instagram. They want to hear your whole song, bro. They don't want to hear snippets anymore. So let's recap that right quick. For some of the people who just came in here, feel free to answer this question if you like. Is social media any place for you to house your music catalog? Is social media any place for you to house your music catalog? You know what I mean? It's not. And because of that, you got some people who only have music on their social media platforms, and it gets crowded, it gets drowned out. You know what I mean? So the question is, how can I retain the attention of all of the people that listen to my music, and how can I get them to only focus on me? How can I get them to only focus on me and what I have going on? Not only that, but how can I get them to focus on me, and how can I control what they see? How can I control what they see and they only see me? You know what I mean? I had people tell me, oh, I won't even tell you that just yet. I'm not even going to tell you that just yet. I want answers. I want some answers for that. How do I control what people see about me and what I get to present to them? How do I control that? Of course, you can't do it on Facebook, because Facebook is set up the same way for everybody. Facebook is set up the same way for everybody. And they're not going to see everything that you post anyway. You know what I mean? You can have 20,000 followers on Facebook, but people are still not going to see everything that you post. Only about 2% of people of that 20,000 is going to see everything that you post. And that's on a good note. How can I control what the people see, and how can I control what I put in front of them? Music platforms. I mean, mono, honestly, bro, not even music platforms, because look at Apple Music. Can you actually control? Here's a question. Here's a good question too. Apple Music, Spotify, all of these platforms, right? And you guys know I kind of got not beef, but I'm kind of against these platforms anyway, because first of all, okay, Dolo, I see you, Dolo. I got something for it too. Okay, y'all own it, man. Y'all own it. Apple Music charge your subscribers or their subscribers $10 a month. So one subscriber, that's $10 that they make. And in order for you to see any of that, you got to get so many different streams. You got to get so many streams until the point where it doesn't even matter. You know what I mean? Before you can make 1 cent. You know what I mean? Before you can make 1 cent, you probably got to get X amount of plays, and it's only 1 cent. You still ain't made a whole dollar yet. You know what I mean? And not only that, but you can't even tell the people who have you in their playlist, you can't even tell them that you made new music. You know what I mean? So you could put your stuff on Apple Music or streaming platforms, but how are you going to tell your fans or your potential fans that you got new music out? You know what I mean? And how are you going to stop them from getting distracted with other music? Dolo said advertising. That's actually that is a powerful method. Excuse me. Advertisement is a powerful method. It's a part of the method that I teach, actually. But you know what I mean? In the beginning stages, you're gonna have to spend it's expensive. You know what I mean? It's expensive, period. I won't lie to you. It's expensive. Chaka, where you came from, bro? Where you came from with that answer? Oh dear. Oh dear. Chaka knows some things. Chaka knows some stuff, yo. Advertising gets expensive. You can't advertise day in and day out in the beginning of your career without taking losses. You know what I mean? So you don't want to take too many losses, because if you're not making the money right back off of this music, then you're going to end up spending more than you make with your advertisements. You feel me? I've been there and done that. There's been points where I spent so much and made so little that I had to back and say, boom, how am I going to really do this, bro? I'm only an artist. From an artist standpoint, you're only making half pennies. You're only making half pennies off of all of the streams that you're getting. So if you got to spend $400, $1,000 a month on advertisements alone, how are you going to recoup that money if you only making pennies, half pennies off of your streams? It's just never going to equal up to enough. You know what I mean? It's never going to equal up to enough unless you're making 10 million streams off of every time that you advertise, and you're not going to get 10 million streams off of you're not going to get 10 million streams off of $1,000 of advertisement. You're not going to do it. You feel what I'm saying? So it's a losing game. It's a losing game. That's my beef against the streaming services. They got y'all food. Everybody got y'all food right now. Your favorite artist probably got you food. Streaming services got you food. Everybody got you food into thinking that all you got to do is use these platforms and these services and you'll be a famous artist one day. Everybody got y'all food. Don't be fooled, bro. Don't be fooled. I'm here to let you know. I'm here to open your eyes and make you really understand what's going on here. You feel me? To make you really understand what's going on here. So boom, advertising is too expensive in the sense that we just sending people to a streaming service. You know what I mean? That's too expensive. YouTube is a fraud too. YouTube has a low payout as well. You know what I mean? YouTube has a low payout as well. So let's see. You guys need to yeah, I'll be on it. That's how I run my business. No doubt. Chaka Rasta know what he's talking about. You know what I mean? He knows what he's talking about. I'm not going to say it off bat. So if your independent research starts here by scrolling up a little bit and seeing what he said. You know what I mean? And seeing what he said. What do I think about TuneCore? TuneCore is honestly, TuneCore doesn't have my best interest right now. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because DistroKid offers the same thing that TuneCore does, but they charge you $9 per single. Where where DistroKid only charges you $30 for the whole year, unlimited. You know what I mean? So with that being said, let's ask these questions. If I put up 100 songs off of DistroKid, let's say I want to put out a song every week, I got to pay $900 a year for that. But DistroKid, you can put up 100 songs and still pay that 30. You feel me? It's deep. It's so deep. You know what I mean? An artist would be a fool to think that they're going to live off of streaming alone. You know what I mean? Streaming is money that you got to put back into your business. You're not about to make, you're not even about to buy your first foreign car off of streaming. I'm gonna be honest with you. You know what I mean? You're not gonna do that. All of these things that you hear or that you see about your career, your videos, your streaming, I don't know, your YouTube check, your show money, all of that, it has to be recycled into something that you can always have, that you can get your real money from. You know what I mean? Rappers great asset, build your list, can save money. Talk to him, Chakra. Talk to him. Don't talk to him too much, though. You know what I mean? No, talk to him, though. Talk to him, because let's be honest. I'm going to be honest with you. I feel like I couldn't have said it better, bro. I couldn't have said it better, but without the independent research, most people in here still ain't going to catch it, bro. It's going to go in one ear and out the other. You know what I mean? I mean no harm when I say that, but this type of information is so important. It's so important that it escapes a lot of people. You know what I mean? It escapes a lot of people, or a lot of people just too lazy to do it. So how do you sell over and even? Well, for one to do so, I'm gonna leave it at this. For you to do so, you would have to, boom, catch the attention of your fans. So how do you do that? You got to have dope music. Your music has to be like, oh my God, I love this song. I love this artist. You know what I mean? I love this song and I love this artist. How, you know what I mean? Once they first hear that first song, your first impression, that's when it's prime real estate. That's when it's prime real estate. They're willing to give anything up in order to get in tune with you as an artist at this point. So, boom. How can you capture that information from them in that process without you personally having to lift a finger? You know what I mean? Who got the hardest? Cuz, what's going on with you? Who got the hardest song on your beats? It's a lot. I won't say it's a lot. It's a handful, bro. It's a handful. You know what I mean? It's a handful of artists who are definitely talented because, you know, there are different styles. There are different styles and there are different types of artists. So there isn't one per se, but there are a handful of artists who I would say are you know what I mean? On my production, they definitely doing their thing. You know what I mean? They definitely doing their thing. Let's see. Oh yeah, what was I saying? when a potential fan first hears your music, when a potential fan first hears your music for the very first time, that is when they are at the height of their excitement about you as an artist. You know what I mean? So your music has to, first of all, be good. It has to be mixed right. It has to be mastered. And if it is, then they will be highly excited. Yo, this song is fire. You know what I mean? This song is fire. Who is this artist? And how can I, what do I have to do to get this song? How can I get this song? What do I have to do? So once you get them to that point, the question is, how can you convert this information from them, or how can you get this information from them while they're at the height of their what would I call it? Infatuation with your music. How would you get this information from them when they're at the height of their infatuation from your music? That's the key. You know what I mean? That's the key. That is the key. And I'm going to let you guys know right now. It ain't easy. It ain't easy. You know what I mean? I speak from experience because while I don't manage any artists, I put aside most of the things that I'm doing right now. I put aside a lot of things in order to test these methods and in order to figure them out for myself. You know what I mean? Because I've been doing it for so long. But it's to the point where I want to be able to mass produce the results. So I've been studying this stuff lately myself. You know what I mean? Like any free amount of free time that I have, or any time that I'm supposed to be doing that I'm supposed to be running appointments and stuff, I've been booking less appointments. I've been doing a lot less for my situation because let's be honest, as a producer, I've been building my list and I've been doing this stuff for years now. So, you know what I mean? I'm at a point where I can just let that do its thing. You feel me? I can let that do its thing. But I've been focusing on how to build these systems for artists to where you can sustain your career, where you can actually live from your music, where you can get this information from your potential fans and take it to the next level. It's not easy, yo. It's not easy. It's definitely not easy. But once you get it, it's so worth it. You know what I mean? It's so worth it. So I need you guys to definitely apply yourselves. Any amount of free time that you got, the time that you got to be chilling, you don't need to be chilling. The time that you got to drink, you don't need to be drinking. The time that you got to chill with your homies, you don't need to be chilling with your homies. You need to be doing independent research. That's the most important phrase or term that I can fit to you today. It's independent research. If you combine that with what we're talking about right now, that's the difference between making money from your music, a lot of money, and not making a lot of money from your music. You know what I mean? I probably said too much without saying anything, but I'm glad that I did. I'm glad that I did because I can't have y'all out here being fooled by everything. You know what I mean? If you being fooled by your favorite artist who may not even know where their money is coming from, you know what I mean? You get fooled by your favorite artist who's mainstream, who doesn't even know how they're getting paid. You getting fooled by Apple Music. You getting fooled by Spotify because they're not even paying you enough. You know what I mean? You getting fooled by club promoters because you'll be lucky if they pay you at all. The artist is getting fooled out here. You getting fooled by everybody. You getting fooled by everybody, and you're not getting a piece of the pie yourself, or you're getting an extremely small piece, so small that it doesn't make a difference. You know what I mean? Don't be fooled out here, man. Don't be fooled out here. Don't be fooled because you see the views, or don't be fooled because you see the cars, you see the jewelry. Come on, man. I know you guys see these sponsored advertisements from these jewelry companies. They sell those chains and all of that for like $200, bro. You know what I mean? They sell them for like $200. Who would you know in your right mind? In your right mind, it doesn't. Who would pay $20,000 or whatever amount of money for all of this jewelry that you, even if they did, is that a smart investment? Who ultimately determines how valuable jewelry is? You feel me? It's just a rock, bro. It's a rock. Don't get fooled because you see your favorite artists out here with all the chains on it. That doesn't mean they're eating, bro. I'm not saying they aren't, but for the artist, hypothetically speaking, if your favorite artist ain't eating like that, you being fooled by them and you following in their footsteps. It's a personal consultation with you, trying to get my music out there. Can hit me up, bro. Hit me up. You know what I mean? Hit me up. We can schedule an appointment for you as soon as this week, actually. You know what I mean? It might be later on in the week. It might be later on in the week because, you know, like I said, it's a bit hectic in the beginning so far. But we can definitely set you up a consultation appointment. You know what I mean? I love my consultations more than I love anything else because once an artist gets consulted personally, excuse me, you stand a better chance like off rip. You know what I mean? Because I'm not pulling any punches. I'm telling you everything. It's up to you to do it. It's just up to you to do it. You know what I mean? For sure. But come on, man. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. We cannot be getting fooled out here, man. I know I'm using that word so much, but it's just the truth. It's only the truth. I'm only speaking the truth. And I got tired of it like years ago. For sure. I would say after Tuesday, I have more slots available than Monday and Tuesday. So anything after Tuesday, Let me know what your schedule is, and we can get that book for you. Let me know what will work for you. You know what I mean? But me personally, I got tired of it earlier on, years ago. People always ask me, yo, why you don't travel, or why you not getting major placements with artists and this and that. It's not real, bro. You know what I mean? It's not real. You know how many major placements I could have had by now if I really applied myself to it? If I told myself, boom, I want to get in touch with such and such as manager or management team and see how much it would cost to do this, and if they have an email where I can send beats out, it's not real, bro. You know what I mean? Most of those artists don't even let you put your tag in the front of the song, bro. You know what I mean? Why would I help you out if you're not trying to help me? Why would I help you if you're not trying to help me? It's not real. I'm chasing what's real. I'm not even chasing. I'm pursuing what's real. I'm not trying to go and work in all of these studios and do all of this stuff and make all of these beats for these artists and not even get my credit, not even get my just due, not even get a decent contract. It's a sign of disrespect when an artist or when a management of an artist would put a bogus contract in front of your face like you don't know anything. You know what I mean? So I say that to say this. I've been pursuing the truth of the music industry for a long time now. And the only way that you'll be able to look down the line 16 years from now and say, hey, I did good in this music industry. The only way that you'll be able to say that is if you pursue the truth as well. You know what I mean? The only way that you'll be able to pursue to look 16 years from now into 16 years in your career and say, you know what? I did pretty all right, or I'm doing pretty all right with this music. Is if you pursue the truth. You got to seek the truth. You know what I mean? You got to seek the truth. And the first way to start in the direction of the truth is to realize that everything in front of you is a lie. You feel what I'm saying? That's facts. That's facts as much as I can give. You know? Well, we can. I ain't even gonna start the camera back again, honestly. The only way to seek the truth or start on the path of the truth is to realize that everything in front of you is a lie. That's it. That's it. You know what I mean? So with that being said, you definitely want to go back and watch this live chat again, because I gave away so many jewels. You know what I mean? I gave away so many jewels to the point where it's ridiculous. Why would I do this? Why would I give this kind of game away for free? Why would I do this? Because I do it because I'm not just an engineer. I'm not just an engineer. I'm not just a beat maker. I'm a producer, but at the same time, I see the bigger picture. It doesn't make any sense for everybody to just keep coming to my studio, making music or going wherever they going to make music and making some dope music, but not doing anything with it. It doesn't make sense. So in that case, somebody got to be the one to step out and speak the truth. You know what I mean? And a lot of producers may not know the truth. They may be in worse situations themselves. They may be in a bad deal. They may not be able to speak on what they know. You feel me? So with that being said, I know I've lived my truth for the past 16 years in this industry, as long as I've been in it. You know what I mean? Bad deals put in my face, which I did not sign, situations where artists took my beats and ran off, all of that. You know what I mean? I've been through it. I've seen it done. I've seen artists at the top of their career. I've seen artists getting paid for their shows. I've seen artists getting all the streams and all the YouTube views and all of that, and still not make anything, or still not maintain their careers 10 years down the line. I've seen it all. So I'm trying to avoid you guys going through that as well. With that being said, it's up to you how you decide to take in this information. I recommend that you watch it again. You know what I mean? And I pray that fate be with you. The only way that it can is if you help yourself, though. You know what I mean? You got to help yourself. Nobody just out here helping anybody for free. You know what I mean? This is as free as it gets for me. This is as free as it gets for me. I'm not going to do the work for you. You know what I mean? I speak it all day, but I can't do it all for you. You got to learn this yourself, because The goal is for you to not be taken advantage of. So in order for that to happen, you got to know this stuff personally. You know what I mean? You can't pay anybody to learn for you. You can't pay anybody to learn for you. You can't pay anybody to go through your trials and tribulations for you. You got to do it. You know what I mean? Gotcha. Can't pay anybody. You can't pay anybody to bleed for you. You know what I mean? That's just facts. But anyway, man, you know, we've been in here for like an hour. A lot of people don't understand these record deals. They just loans, bro. You know what I mean? And even the ones who get $1 million advances or whatever you want to call them, it's like, yo, if they're willing to give you $1 million or $2 million bucks, just imagine how much they plan on making off of you. You feel me? Look at your favorite artist. Look at their net worth. Look at their net worth and take that by the average amount that an artist is paid from a label. If so, I'm gonna tell you like this. Real stuff. You know what I mean? This is the last thing I'm gonna say. If the average percentage that a label pays an artist from their project is like 20%, 15%, 20%, look at your favorite artist's net worth and figure out where the other 80% went. Figure out where the other 80% went and wonder why your favorite artist may not be banking like that, why they never will. You feel me? If the average payout from a label to an artist for their entire project or every project that they drop is 20%, look at your favorite artist's net worth and wonder what was the other 80. Where did the other 80 go? How much did this label really make off of this person? You know what I mean? How much did this label really make off this person? That's pressure. That's pressure. That's pressure. That's so much gravity. It's so much gravity when you think about it, but you can't do anything about it because you signed the contract, bro. You know what I mean? It's so much. It's so much pressure. It's so much pressure. And that's stuff that nobody else is thinking about, bro. You know what I mean? You got to wake up out here, man. You got to wake up and you got to educate yourself. The only way to do it is independent research. Know yourself. Learn yourself. You know what I mean? Know yourself and learn yourself. Learn this business too. Learn this business. That's the only way that you really gonna make it, bro. That's the only way. But with that being said, man, you know, it's been an hour already. I like to keep these jumps to a nice controlled setting. We already went off on the camera. I didn't even record any of that just now. I might have to make this like an audio book too. That may be a good idea though. You know what I mean? I know a lot of people don't really care for watching the videos. You may just do like audio books while you're driving or something. So that may be a thing too. But always remember, get it while it's free or pay the fee. The first artist that decides to take these steps and apply it and blow up, I'm taking all of this stuff down. I'm taking it all down and I'm going to package it and I'm going to sell it on eBay. You know what I mean? So get it right now. Get it now while it's free or pay the fee later. You know what I mean? I mean that too. I really mean that. No doubt. No doubt. Shout out to Money Man for that. That takes a lot. You know what I mean? It takes a lot to do something like that. You feel me? But it is what it is. Anybody got any questions before we get up out of here, man? Anybody got any questions before we get up out of here? We said a mouthful, man. I don't know if you guys noticed too, man. I got a new chair and all, bro. But I'm taking it back. I'm taking it back tomorrow. This chair is trash, bro. You know what I mean? This chair is trash. I'm gonna get one of them gaming chairs. I'm gonna get one of them gaming chairs tomorrow. So next live chat. That's if I don't see anything fancy. I mean, I don't care. I just want it to be comfortable. You know what I mean? But this one definitely ain't. So we getting rid of it. And by next week, you'll see a different chair in here, and we'll be able to, you know what I mean? We'll be able to stretch out a little bit more and do what we do. You feel me? Make your money from all the labels. No doubt. No doubt. Ghost, you right about that. What's good with you, bro? You know what I mean? You right about that, bro. I had one. You missed it. But I'm gonna hit your email. No doubt. Dolo, I didn't see it, bro. My apologies, mate. Oh, you got to copyright every single you put out. You don't have to, but you know what do they always say? It's better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. And since you can copyright as many songs as you want for like $60, it wouldn't hurt to do so, bro. You know what I mean? Like you could do it the way that I do it. I just like to wait either 3 or 4 months or 6 months, mostly 6. Every 6 months, I just copyright everything that I've done. You know what I mean? All of my beats, you just copyright all of them in one go. That way, you don't have to spend so much money. It doesn't become so expensive copyrighting every single song that you do, because regardless of how many songs you put in, it's still gonna be that 60. You feel me? So you don't have to, but just know that if somebody decides to steal your song or your cadence or whatever, what have you, you won't be able to do anything to defend yourself against that. Or you could, but it won't be as effective as you having a document stating from the government stating that you made this song this very exact day. And you know what I mean? It's just the best. It's the best form of action to take against protecting yourself, protecting yourself against the music industry. That's just the best way to do it. Later, Craig, I'm a see, bro. You know what I mean? I told you that event tired me out like crazy yesterday. You know what I mean? It was a lot. I enjoyed myself. You know what I mean? I may even have some pics for you guys. I was me out there with the kids or whatnot, man. And, we do it for the kids. If anything, man, that's what we do it for. We got to show the kids a better way too. So we as musicians, you're role models. You feel me? You may not know it, but it's somebody out here who if you put your music out already, it's somebody out there who loves you, yo. You know what I mean? Somebody out there who loves you, and 9 times out of 10, they're younger. So we got to set the example, show them that there's more to this industry than a dead end. You feel what I'm saying? So with that being said, we just got to educate ourselves in doing it right. Independent research. You feel me? But yeah, like I said, man, I'm tonight, I'm not sure off bet just yet because I got a stop I got to make. You know what I mean? Honestly, I want to try to tear this chair down and take it back now. I want to. Hopefully I get to do that. I know it's Sunday, places closed down, so I need to be getting out here sooner than I thought. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna definitely keep you posted, bro. If not today, we'll be able to we'll definitely be able to lock you in something for this week. You know what I mean? No doubt, no doubt. I know how that go, Ghost. You know what I mean? I know how that go, bro. But sometimes it's best for you to step back and regroup so you can come back even stronger than before. You know what I mean? So it's I say better late than never with everything, bro. You know what I mean? Better late than never with everything. You feel me? Nah, man, but it is what it is, man. We just got to keep on pushing, bro. You know what I mean? Everybody, we all just got to keep on pushing, man. But with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here, man. It's all love. You know what I mean? I love you guys, man. Appreciate you guys for making the live chat possible. You know what I mean? I can't do this without you guys. You know what I mean? As a producer, everything that I do, a producer can't do anything without the artist. You know what I mean? It's a group effort. It's a team effort. You know what I mean? So as long as you guys are pursuing your careers and taking in this information and applying it and trying for better, I'm going to keep on giving it every Sunday at 6 p.m. You know what I mean? With that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get up out of here, man. Try to get this chair bust down so we can take it back. Take it right back. You know what I mean? But much love to you guys, man. If you're going somewhere tonight, be safe on that road. If not, be safe as well. You know what I mean? Be safe in your homes. Be safe around your loved ones. Spread the love. All positive vibes, man. You know what I mean? There's a lot of crazy stuff going on, and life is too short for anything other than positivity. You know what I mean? So keep that spread. I'll see you guys next Sunday, and that's just how we doing it, man. You know what I mean? That's just how we doing it. We got to spread the love out here, man. Much love to you guys, yo.